Pay close attention. This isn't something you see every day.
Welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about the G.I. Joe classified series Cobra Dreadnok Gnawgahyde with PorkBelly and Yobbo. Now, this guy was a little bit of a deluxe pack. He comes with some pretty interesting things. So, I didn't show off the box because it was just too big for my setup here. So, which therefore I do apologize if you're upset about it. I'm sorry, but we're going to just take a look at them just like this. So, I'm going to get PorkBelly and Yobbo out of the way, and then we can talk about, Gnawgahyde himself. All right, so now that we have Gnawgahyde set, here he is. Let's take a look at this guy. So, yeah, he he looks like the way they did him is like a cross between Kano from Mortal Kombat and Mike Myers in Austin Powers. Anyway, I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, he's still, he's still cool. I mean, dude looks like he's been through it. I thought this was hair at first, but actually it's claw marks. He's got a cool tattoo coming up the side of his head, and then it just kind of just stops. It looks like one of those giant worms from Cobra Law. But anyway, the hat, you put the hat on him, and it definitely brings the character more to life, back, brings the character out. Why they made his teeth so big, I don't know. I don't know if he's supposed to have gritting teeth or what. But he also, besides looking like Kano and a cross between Austin Powers, he is also the G.I. Joe version of Kraven, the hunter from Spider-Man. And it's cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking him. That's just the way he looks, with the, like, Kraven had the necklace, and he has the vest, and then the pauldron on the arm with all the claws or whatever. I mean, it's cool. I mean, this guy is actually a poacher, and he got kicked out of Africa by his own cohorts over there, whatever you want to say, and then he was found by the Dreadnoks at a 24-hour donut and grape soda shop, I think, or something like that, and that's how he was recruited. Anyway, he's got a cool tattoo here on the arm. It's a sword, looks like arrow, and I can't make it out. It's a little too small. I think this is like either a lion head or a panther head or something that's on his arm. And then he has the anarchy sign right here on his shoulder. He's cool. He's not wiggly waggly or anything like that. Smoke grenades. I mean, this guy's pretty wild looking, down to, I don't know why he has this giant knee pad here, but then we go back to the old boots that like Duke or Roadblock or somebody had from when they first came out with these things on there. Almost kind of looks like Batman's armor on his feet there. A lot of pockets, a lot of pouches and stuff like that. So, but otherwise cool. I mean, he is cool. He's got his dog tags and stuff like that. Definitely a different figure. Nice leopard print coming on the back here, and then of course you have, or cheetah print, whatever. I think it's leopard. I don't know. Anyway, and then you have a sheath in the back for his knife. He's cool. He's a Dreadnok that they say that he had bad body odor and stuff like that, and just he didn't believe in deodorant because he was always for the hunt of the animals, and that's and so on and so forth. Now, I'm just going to roll right into his accessories. So starting off, we have like this machete that clips onto his arm. So you can use it for, I guess, like a normal machete, or just put it on his arm and do some hacking with it. But otherwise, that's cool. It's just casted in, black plastic, and then the silver for the blade. Mine was all bent. It was like literally like warped like this. I had to heat it up and fix it, but otherwise it looks good now. And then moving into the knives, comes with two little knives, and they look great. Nothing wrong with them. Nice little silver, and then the detail on the handles, a little plain, but not bad at all. Getting into his bow and quiver. Now, once again, my friend CB Hunts, shout out to him, was telling me this peg here was bent. Mine's not. So I guess just like with my torch where the waist was wiggly waggly and his wasn't, my peg is not bent on mine, but his was. So just, keep an eye out for that. But either way, the bow clips in here. Then it has a little sight thing which goes right in here that I put in. So you can actually just take this off, but this little piece right here actually plugs into the front of his bow. So if you slide this out like so, then you can take this and then you plug this in right into the front. If I can do it on screen, there we go. And there's his bow. As far as his quiver, you have one arrow that is removable, which is this one right here. And it looks like an exploding arrow, to be honest with you. Oh no, there's the broadhead on it. Otherwise, that's cool that they add that in there if you wanna use that. And yeah, I don't know what this is used for. I haven't really tried checking it out to see what you would slide in there, because of the fact that you can put his bow here like so, the way I had it, like this, and then I slid this down through the bottom, which makes sense to me because that's where he would keep that. Now what would slide in here, I have no idea, but if anybody knows, leave it in the comments down below. I don't know if this is supposed to plug in here, which makes no sense because it's really not gonna fit the way that's rounded off. So I don't know. I have no clue. But if somebody knows, leave it in the comments. Next, of course, we've seen this before with low light. We have his sniper rifle case, which does open up. Mine's a little tight. And you can just break the gun down and put it inside the case. And of course, it's just all green. And then we have the sniper rifle itself, which comes together like this. Now, I'm just letting you know, I don't know about others, but mine, I had to fix the barrel because the barrel was pointing down and it was all warped off to the side. So that was kind of a bummer, but it was fixable. Now this all breaks down. Now we have another sniper rifle with Gnawgahyde. So that's actually cool. You can use it, not use it, remove the scope if you want to, remove the actual magazine at the bottom, take the the bipod off, and then you can take off the front suppressor here and break the gun down and put it back in the case. So it's not bad. It's not bad. I like the way they did that. Now moving on, we're gonna get into PorkBelly here. And originally I think his name was Clyde, but this guy's pretty cool. I mean, he's a big beastie, but it's cool that they made him. I know PorkBelly in the cartoon was a little smaller. Like I said, his name was Clyde in the cartoon. He has a broken tusk, a piercing through it. Then he has the piercing through the nose. His mouth is articulated, so you can open. And there goes the whole jaw. Wow, it just came right off the whole thing. I didn't even do anything difficult. Uh-oh. No! I don't know why that happened. I guess it really wasn't in there. There it goes. Just pops right back in. I guess I must have pushed it down too far. But yeah, you can see inside his mouth, his little teeth in there. And then, of course, he's a wild boar. So yeah, he's a big boar too. And, they always say never trust a farmer with pigs, right? Because pigs can devour a whole body. So Gnawgahyde's feeding his enemies to this beastie right here. But it's cool. He's articulated. His legs are all articulated. He has some movement here a little bit at the shoulder part of his body. And then, of course, his torso, his head, all that stuff. Even his tail. So that's actually pretty cool that PorkBelly is actually articulated. And next we have Yobbo. And Yobbo, he's cool. He's missing an eye. He's got his own little eye patch on there, which is cool. He's just crazy. He's not articulated, which is kind of a shame. It would have been cool if he was just a little bit. But you could put this on Gnawgahyde however you want. You can put him up on his hat. I found that you're able to do that with him, or you could just have him sit on PorkBelly's back, however you want to do it. He will not go on the shoulder, but he will sit up here. And I'm wondering if I can do this right now without knocking anything over. Yeah, so you can set him up there and he'll sit there. Look like he's hanging out on his head, which you know, it's cool because the tail actually goes underneath and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's cool. Or you could put him here on PorkBelly's back, which I had him on here before, and he looks pretty cool. I like the fact that you can actually just stick him up here. That's what I like. I like the fact that you could put him up here on the hat like that, and he sits. I mean, he sits perfect. His little hands grabbing at the hat. The other one is sitting on the side. The back foot actually sits right there, and then the tail wraps around the bottom of the hat like he's balancing himself out. So, to me, I thought that was pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm going to put all the accessories on him and let you guys see what he looks like with all of them on him. And then I'll give you my final thoughts on this figure. Okay, so now that I have everything on him, I just want to say everything somewhat fits. I mean, he can carry, whatever the case. So I got the sniper rifle in the case, the machete on his hand, the weird rope things to strap it onto his arms. I get it. It's cool. Whatever. I mean, it's not my forte, but it'll be somebody else's. You can see where the quiver fits on his back nicely. His knife here and then his knife here. So everything fits on him pretty well. I mean, I could have put his sniper rifle on his back, but I chose not to because of the fact that yeah, I just figured just carry it and keep the quiver on there. But otherwise, I do like the fact of Yobbo sitting up here on his hat. I mean, that just fits just perfect when it comes down to the aesthetic of this figure. At least in my opinion anyway. But yeah, I mean, do I have a whole lot of gripes with this guy? Not really. I mean, he's cool. I don't have a whole lot of nostalgic background with him. I mean, I remember him from that like last season of G.I. Joe or whatever it was, the Python Patrol, when they actually took his pet iguana and mixed him with Serpentor and all that jazz and brought Cobra Commander back to, his normal self, no longer that snake slithering around. But that's about it. So I really don't remember too much from him. I just know a little bit of his background as far as, like I was telling you in the beginning. But hey, you can't know everything. I mean, even if you did. But either way, let me just say this. Bottom line, since I don't have anybody else out here to compare him to except for his animals that he came with. If you wanted to have this guy hunt Spider-Man or anybody else down, you could. You can have him just be the crazy hunter and whatever you want him to be hunter in. And these gauntlets or pauldrons, whatever you want to call them, they come off. And so doesn't this over here on the bicep. If you want to take them off of him, you don't have to leave them on. But otherwise, it's Craven's son or Mike Myers and Kano's son. I mean, he's cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking him. I'm just being funny. But yeah, cool figure. Pick him up if you get a chance. If you don't want to, pass on him. But I mean, yeah, he comes with some cool accessories, and he has, his little animals are cool and everything else. But yeah, it's just another Dreadnok. I mean, he's not the Dreadnoks. He's not, Ripper, Buzzer, and Torch. I would have rather seen Monkey Wrench before Gnawgahyde, but that's just my opinion, and I rather would have seen Thrasher before Gnawgahyde as well. Even Road Pig was a Dreadnok also, right? Eventually we're going to be getting him. Anyway, look, pick him up if you can. If you want to, pick him up. If not, don't. But this guy, I just want to let you know, he is 125 in the line, if I didn't say it in the beginning of this video. And this is my review on the G.I. Joe Classifieds Cobra, Dreadnok, Gnawgahyde, PorkBelly, and Yobbo. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, share, and as always, leave a comment down below. Always hit that notification bell so you never miss out on anything new. And no matter where you guys are, I'll catch you on the flippy flip.